A honeymoon in Hawaii? That's ridiculous. Why on earth would you want to go somewhere so far away? Wouldn't Florida be much better? Good evening, Lily. Yes, our honeymoon is indeed in Hawaii. I've been looking forward to it immensely. It's where I've always dreamed of going. While Florida has its charms, for a honeymoon, I really wanted to venture somewhere a bit more distant, a truly special destination. I mean, we've been together for over 3 years, engaged for most of that time. This is a big step, a celebration of our commitment, and I've always pictured Hawaii as the perfect place to start our married life together. The thought of those beautiful beaches, the crystal clear water, the vibrant culture, it just feels right. Do you get what I mean? 3 years? Engaged? Honestly, it feels like nothing will be fresh or new after all that time. You're going to Hawaii? Rachel, aren't you being a bit too much of a dreamer? You need to face reality sometimes. Oh, speaking of reality, I'll need your help again next Thursday. I need your assistance once again, so you need to follow through. Again? Really, Lily? Hasn't it been barely a week since I last helped out? I just did it last Tuesday. I have my own responsibilities, you know. I've got a lot to do at home. What's the big deal? You're home every day anyway. I'm busy with work. You know, an actual job outside the house. I don't get to roll out of bed to my desk like you do. I am home every day, but that's because my job is remote, Lily. It's not like I'm just sitting around doing nothing. It's still work, and it requires my full attention. Honestly, looking after 5 children again is a bit much to ask. It's truly demanding. I mean, last time it was absolute chaos. My energy was completely drained. 3 of them are at daycare during the day, aren't they? It'll be fine. Just look after the 2 youngest, and then you just have to pick up the others. That's all. Surely you can manage that much. Don't be such a useless sister-in-law. This is all I ask of you. I hardly think that's fair, Lily. I'm not useless, and I don't appreciate being spoken to that way. I am making an effort to help you, and I value my own time and work. However, I think I can adjust my work schedule this time, so I'll agree to it, but please, this has to be the absolute last time. It's simply too much. What on earth are you talking about? Once we move in together, you'll be watching them every day. Oh, did your brother not tell you yet? Well, you'll find out eventually. Just look forward to it. What? Move in together? What are you talking about? Lily, wait, what the heck is going on here? Are you actually moving into this house? Hey, Liam, Lily just said something really strange. She mentioned us moving in together. Is there something going on that I don't know about? Because if that's the case, we really need to talk. I have been very clear from the beginning, Liam, that living with your family is just not something I can do. I've said it countless times, unequivocally.
What? Why not? What's the problem with that, huh?
Why not? Liam, you know exactly why not. I'm a single child, and my mother is getting older. She's going to need my help more and more in the coming years. There is a strong possibility that she'll need me to care for her, perhaps even live with her eventually. How am I supposed to help her, to be there for her, if I'm living with your family? We have discussed this many, many times, Liam. I've explained my responsibilities to my mother, my obligations as her only child. My mother raised me on her own, and she sacrificed so much for me.
No. Why should my family be second priority? That doesn't make any sense. Don't create this hassle for me, Rachel.
Second priority? That's not what I said, Liam. It's not about prioritizing one family over another. It's about practicalities and my personal responsibilities. Marriage is about 2 families coming together, not one subsuming the other. My mother is an individual, and she has her own needs that I am uniquely positioned to address.
You're marrying into my family, Rachel. It's the natural progression for us to live together. It's just how it's done. It's traditional. You're becoming a part of our household.
Are you serious, Liam? Are you honestly telling me that right now? I thought we had discussed this extensively. I thought you understood my position and my concerns.
Oh, we can talk about that later, okay? We have plenty of time to figure it out. More importantly, about our honeymoon destination, I've changed it to Bali.
What? Wait. Why the sudden change? You know I've always wanted our honeymoon to be in Hawaii. We've talked about it since we first started planning our future together. I have been saying Hawaii for years. It's been my dream honeymoon location. We've had it booked for ages, for months now, haven't we? It's been confirmed, flights are bought, accommodation is secured. To change it now, at the last minute, right before we're supposed to leave, that's really unfair, Liam. It's more than unfair, it's downright cruel. And you're just unilaterally changing the destination without even consulting me? After all the time and effort we've put into this, and all the dreams I've had?
Well, it's already decided. I've already contacted the travel agency and made the arrangements. You can take care of the rest. I'm too busy to deal with this.
Are you seriously telling me this, Liam? I can't believe what I'm hearing. You've already contacted the travel agency without even discussing it with me first, without even a single word of consultation? I can't even process this. Is this somehow related to Lily's opinion too? Because if it is, I swear to God.
Rachel, what's gotten into you? You're being incredibly persistent and annoying. This isn't the Rachel I know. The Rachel I like is sweet, obedient, and understanding. You know, if you're not compliant, I might just leave you.
I never thought you'd speak to me like that, Liam. Never. I thought I knew you. Threatening me with leaving over a honeymoon destination? Over me wanting to have a say in our shared future? Stop deciding things without consulting me. This kind of behavior is not okay. It's not how a healthy relationship works. It's not how a partnership is built. You need to respect me, Liam, and my input. Liam, what is going on? Why is Lily here? And her children? What are they doing here? This is our honeymoon.
Well, darling, I thought it would be so much more fun if the whole family came along. The more the merrier, right? It was a bit of a struggle getting all 5 kids ready and on the plane, but we made it.
Are you actually serious right now? Do you even understand what kind of trip this is, Liam? This is our honeymoon, mine and yours. What is the meaning of this? This was absolutely not what we planned, and I was certainly not informed that Lily and her 5 children would be joining us. This is completely out of line. I cannot believe you would do something like this without telling me, without even a hint. This is supposed to be a romantic getaway, a time for us to connect and create beautiful memories.
I worked hard to get all 5 kids on that flight by myself, Rachel. It was a lot of effort. Why are you being so cold and ungrateful? Do you want a divorce because that's how you get one?
What do you mean by that? What kind of position are you speaking from, Liam? Do you truly believe that's a fair or appropriate thing to say in this situation? You are the one who completely blindsided me, who ruined our honeymoon, and now you're threatening me with divorce? That's not only unfair, it's manipulative. And you call me ungrateful? I'm supposed to be grateful that you decided to turn our honeymoon into a circus? No, Liam, I am not ungrateful. I am furious. I am shocked. I am deeply, deeply disappointed.
Anyway, Bali was more affordable with 5 kids, so I went ahead and paid for everything from our joint account. Hawaii would have been impossible with that many people, cost-wise.
Wait a minute. Are you actually serious? I am genuinely speechless right now. I am beyond shocked, beyond disbelief. So let me get this straight. You, Liam, changed our honeymoon destination to Bali, secretly arranged for Lily and her 5 children to join us, and then proceeded to use our joint savings to purchase all of their flights and accommodations, effectively bringing them along on our honeymoon? Is that actually what happened? You just took our money without asking and used it to fund a family trip that I had no knowledge of and no desire to be on? Is that the whole picture?
Exactly! You finally get it! It was a surprise! Aren't you happy? I thought you'd be thrilled!
You honestly thought I would be happy about this surprise? You truly, genuinely believe that this was something that would bring me joy and excitement? Are you out of your mind, Liam? Do you have absolutely no understanding of me whatsoever? It's a violation of trust. How could you possibly think that turning our intimate honeymoon into a chaotic family vacation with 5 children would be a welcome surprise? It's insulting, Liam. It is deeply, deeply insulting. It shows a complete lack of respect for me as your partner and for the sanctity of our relationship.
Well, Rachel, we've been together for a long time, right? I just thought more people would be more fun than just the 2 of us. You know, a big party. I thought you'd enjoy the lively atmosphere. Plus, the kids love Bali. It's very family-friendly, so it was a win-win, really. And besides, 2 people traveling alone can sometimes get a little boring, don't you think? Adding more people just adds to the excitement, the energy. It makes for better stories, more laughter, more shared experiences. I thought you'd appreciate the vibrancy.
I can't believe this. I am truly speechless. I'm utterly shocked. My mind is reeling from this.
Okay, well, hurry up and get back from the restroom. The kids are waiting for you. They're probably bored already.
I think I'm feeling a bit unwell, Liam. I'm going to go off on my own for a while. You and the others can go enjoy yourselves. Just go ahead.
What? That's so irresponsible! But fine, just hurry up and meet us. You have a role to play after all. You need to keep the kids safe and sound.
I really am not in the mood right now to be arguing like this. Just do whatever you want. Seems like you have been for a while now.
Hey, going off on your own is one thing, but this is getting ridiculous, Rachel. It's been hours. We can't even check into the hotel without you. Everyone's melting down, and so am I. This is unacceptable. Where are you? What are you doing? We're stranded here, and it's all because you decided to just disappear.
You can check in on your own, Liam. Figure it out. You're an adult, aren't you? So I think you're wise enough to get through this situation on your own.
What? Are you still mad? This is unbelievable. Is inviting my sister and her 5 kids on our honeymoon really that bad? Isn't it more fun when the whole family is together? Don't be so narrow-minded, Rachel, or I'll divorce you. You're being completely unreasonable. It was a gesture of goodwill, a way to bring our families closer. Why are you making such a big deal out of it? It's just a little bit of togetherness. You're overreacting, honestly. This is not the loving, accommodating partner I thought I was marrying.
Well, I don't know what else to tell you, but I am already back in the U.S., so take what you will from what I've just done, yeah?
What? What are you talking about? What do you mean you're back in the U.S.? How? How were you able to get back so quickly? It doesn't make sense.
I just realized that I couldn't continue with you, Liam. It just became clear to me that our relationship was fundamentally broken, so I decided to take the first available flight back home. Luckily, there was a seat. You and your family can enjoy your family vacation without me. Have a wonderful time. I hope it's everything you wanted it to be.
Wait a second, what are you saying? What is this? You went home by yourself? Are you serious? You must be out of your mind. You just abandoned me and the kids without consulting me, without a word? Are you insane, Rachel? This is absolutely insane. I can't believe you would do something so reckless, so impulsive, so disrespectful. What kind of person does that? You're completely bonkers. This is a nightmare! How could you do this to me? To us? You just walked away, really?
Isn't that the biggest boomerang you've ever seen? Just think about it, Liam. Think really deeply about what that actually means and if it's familiar to you.
Boomerang? What the heck are you even talking about, Rachel? You're making no sense and it's frustrating me so much right now.
Who was it that decided to change our honeymoon destination, to invite his sister and her 5 children to use our joint savings, all without a single word of discussion with me? Who was it who then threatened me with divorce when I expressed my very valid disappointment and anger? You, Liam. It was all you. You set this in motion. You made the decisions. And now you're complaining about me making a decision on my own? It's the very definition of a boomerang, isn't it? What goes around comes around. You created this situation with your complete disregard for my autonomy, and now you're experiencing the consequences of that disregard. This is simply a taste of your own medicine.
But I was trying to surprise you and make you happy. It was meant to be a joyful occasion, a memorable trip, that's all. I thought you'd love it, Rachel. I genuinely thought it would be a pleasant surprise, something you'd look back on fondly. I was trying to do something nice for you, something different. It was a good intention, a thoughtful gesture even. I mean, who doesn't like a surprise, especially when it involves family? I truly believed I was doing something positive for our relationship.
And I didn't ask for it, and it didn't make me happy. Not even remotely. This idiot. You are so stupid, Liam. How could you do this all behind my back, huh?
Rachel, what's happened to you? Is that really you? Are you really saying such harsh words? You've never talked to me like this before.
My patience has finally reached its breaking point, Liam. I have had enough. But don't worry, the hotel we were supposed to stay at in Bali, it seems to be child-friendly, so I'm sure you can directly negotiate with them and stay there. Even if you cancel now, you'll still have to pay the full cancellation fee anyway, so you might as well use it. You and your family can stay there. Isn't that good news? You can still enjoy your vacation. It's the least I can do, considering the circumstances. I wouldn't want your money to go to waste after all.
That's the very least you could do, but you're going to cover all the travel expenses, right? Because you bailed on us and everything, yeah?
What? Are you serious? No, I am not participating in this trip, Liam. So no, I am certainly not covering the expenses. As for the flights, I was on the outbound flight, so I suppose I'll accept that portion. But all the other costs, like the accommodation, the activities you booked, everything else included in the travel package, you will pay for all of it. You are solely responsible for the current situation, and therefore you are solely responsible for the financial repercussions. You can't expect me to pay. That's completely absurd.
Wait a minute, that's going too far, Rachel. You can't make me pay for all of that. That's completely unfair. I never told you to go home. I didn't force you to leave. You chose to leave. You made that decision. So why should I bear the financial burden? That's not logical. It's not fair. I was trying to do something nice for you. I was trying to build our family. This is extortion! You're trying to punish me for something that was meant to be a surprise!
You didn't need to tell me to go home, Liam. Your actions spoke louder than any words ever could. You made your decisions without me. You invited your family without me, and that is precisely why I chose to leave. It's because of your actions that I decided to terminate our engagement and our relationship. And no, marriage is off the table now. That is absolutely not happening.
You're going too far, Rachel. Breaking off the engagement, that's not okay. I've already told everyone at work that we're getting married. What am I supposed to do now? Everyone knows. I can't just go back and say it's off. It's embarrassing. It's humiliating. This is a mess of your making. Think about my reputation. Think about the awkwardness.
Oh, really? Well, you can just tell them you're getting a divorce then. Though, technically, we never actually filed the marriage certificate, did we? So, I suppose it's more of an engagement cancellation. Which I think is for the best, honestly. It's better this way. Now you can truly do whatever you want without having to consult me. Though, I suppose you were doing that anyway.
You're unbelievable, Rachel. Seriously, you're acting completely out of line. Just going back to the U.S. on your own? Our honeymoon is completely ruined. What are we gonna do? This is a disaster. You've destroyed everything. Everything I had planned, everything I envisioned for us. Our beautiful honeymoon, the start of our new life together, is completely shattered because of your selfish, impulsive decision.
Oh, it was ruined the moment you brought your extended family on our honeymoon, Liam. The moment you chose to disregard my wishes and turn our intimate getaway into a chaotic family outing. It was changed to Bali because of your sister's alleged needs and her children's strict travel limitations. And who paid all the change fees? Me. And by the way, my savings account had significantly more money in it than yours. You used my money without my consent, without even a word of discussion. Did you think that was okay? You abused my trust, you stole from me, and you disrespected me in the most profound way possible. You had no right to touch that money, let alone use it to fund Lily's presence on our honeymoon.
Why are you so angry, Rachel? You're exaggerating. You're blowing this out of proportion. It wasn't that big of a deal. It was just a little family trip. Why can't you see that? Why are you being so dramatic?
You can call me dramatic or whatever else you want, Liam. It doesn't change anything. I'm telling you, I am done with you. I have reached my limit. I am preparing to move out. You won't be seeing me again.
I finally got home, Rachel. And there's nothing here! What happened to all my furniture? Everything's gone! What have you done to my house?
I haven't got a clue what you're talking about right now. And excuse me, your furniture? I guess you claim everything as your own now, don't you?
This is our house! How could you just take all the furniture and leave? That's theft! I'm gonna sue you for theft, Rachel. You can't just walk away with everything. It's not yours. This is an outrage.
Perhaps you should calm down and think clearly before you threaten to sue me for theft, Liam. Let's consider this logically.
Calm down! Think clearly! About what, Rachel? What is there to think about? My house is empty, my things are gone. Everything I owned, everything we built together has just disappeared. How am I supposed to be calm about that?
Well, let's see. Most of the furniture and appliances in that house, the ones you're claiming as yours, were actually purchased by me before we even got engaged. I simply took what was mine when I left. I just moved my own belongings out of a house that is no longer my home. What's wrong with that? Did you want my furniture and appliances, Liam?
But they were supposed to be for us, for our shared life, and you used money from our joint savings account, didn't you? You just took the money without my permission.
You had already spent almost everything without my consent, without even a word of discussion. I was truly shocked when I saw the balance. Do you understand how hurtful that was? I'm asking for my portion of the money you took from that account, the money that was rightfully mine, to be repaid to me in full. I will not be giving you anything otherwise.
Repayment? I can't do that right now, Rachel. It's impossible. And it was my savings too, you know. It wasn't just your money, it was ours.
Exactly, Liam, and I am asking for my share of our money back. Because when I looked, there was almost nothing left. You used all of it. The vast majority of those funds were mine, contributed from my personal earnings. You completely drained the account, and you did it for what? To support your sister's irresponsible behavior?
Well, Lily was having a really tough time, Rachel. She was struggling financially, and she has 5 kids, you know? It's a lot to handle. She needed help, and I'm her brother.
So what about it, Liam? How does Lily's situation, however difficult, relate to my money, my earnings, my savings? It doesn't, does it? My money was not meant to be a charity fund for your sister.
What do you mean it doesn't relate? Of course it does. It's about family, Rachel. It's about being supportive. It's about helping those you love. This is family, and you're supposed to be marrying into my family. You're supposed to care about them. You are part of the family, so you need to care about this.
I am not going to be part of your family, Liam. Your sister's poor choices are not my burden to bear. I am no longer obligated to support them in any way.
Don't say that, Rachel. The Bali trip was truly awful without you. Taking care of 5 kids by myself, it was impossible. Physically and mentally exhausting. I needed you.
You're not saying you need me. You're saying you needed a free babysitter. You needed someone to handle the children so you didn't have to. That's what you needed, isn't it? A live-in housekeeper and childcare provider who would silently endure your dictates. Well, I am no longer available for that role. Figure it out yourself, Liam.
Don't talk like that, Rachel. Breaking off the engagement was just a joke, right? Where did you go? Please, just get over it and come back home. I'm begging you. I miss you. I need you.
Come back home? That's not my home anymore, Liam, and it is certainly not a place I would ever return to. I've already moved out of that house and found a new place. I'm in the process of moving in right now, actually.
What? That fast in just 1 week? How is that even possible? That's crazy! You found a new place and are already moving in within a week? That's unbelievably quick!
Yes, it was surprisingly quick, actually. I can finally live my own life, on my own terms, without having to constantly worry about what you'll do next or how you'll try to control me. It's exhilarating. It's a fresh start, and I am embracing it with open arms.
This is happening too fast. This is crazy. All I did was bring my sister along. That's it. It was just a small thing. Why are you overreacting so much?
It felt like my life would no longer be my own, and when I realized that, truly realized it, I knew I had to escape. So yes, I am genuinely thrilled that our engagement is broken off. It feels liberating.
What are you talking about? I was really looking forward to getting married, Rachel. I was excited for our future together. I was ready to settle down, to build a life with you.
Oh, please, Liam, don't even try. That's a complete lie, and you know it. You sound like you're just saying whatever comes to mind, trying to manipulate me into coming back. Don't contact me again, Liam. And please, enjoy your time with Lily. I'm sure you two will be very happy together. You deserve each other. Rachel, are you serious? You actually broke up with him? What were you thinking? Who's going to watch my kids now? How am I supposed to manage without you? Why don't you watch your own kids, you useless woman? Instead of complaining to me, why don't you go talk to your husband? He seems to have a lot of questions for you. Talk to him about what? We've already talked about the Bali trip, and there were no secrets between me and my husband. We're open and honest with each other. No secrets, is that so? Then I'm sure he's already aware of how you've been asking me for money every month and how you've never once repaid me. I'm sure he knows all about that, right? He didn't seem to know where you were or what you were doing while I was stuck watching your children. Perhaps you owe him an explanation for that too, don't you think? Because he was under the impression that you were a responsible working mother. It seems there are quite a few secrets between you and your husband after all, Lily. I don't know what you're talking about. Why are you doing this? Why are you meddling in my life? This is completely out of line. You're just being spiteful. And do you remember, Lily, that I made sure to get an IOU note from you every single time I lent you money? You signed every single one, acknowledging your debt. Do you remember that? What about it? What's your point here, Rachel? What do you think you're going to achieve by doing this, huh? What we did wasn't a big deal at all. All I wanted was a vacation. My point, Lily, is that I expect full repayment of every single penny you owe me. And I expect it immediately, so be prepared for that. If you don't repay my money, I will take legal action. If that happens, the information will go straight to your husband's company. I'm sure they would be very interested to hear about your gambling debts, your unemployment, and your fraudulent claims. What? That's the worst thing ever! You can't do that! That is completely messed up! This is a nightmare! You're ruining my life! Stop this at once! I mean it! What you did was truly messed up, and what you did created this nightmare for yourself. You chose to be irresponsible, to lie, to exploit me, to gamble away your family's money, and to neglect your children. Now you're simply facing the consequences of your own choices. You have nobody to blame but yourself. This is your reality, created by your own hands. You're a terrible person, Lily. You're a psycho. How can you do this to me? All I did was come along on a trip with my kids. That's it. And you're doing all this to me? You're a sociopath. I think you should refrain from using such language, Lily. Just know that I will pursue the full repayment of my money, and I will not hesitate to take all necessary steps to ensure that. And frankly, it's quite disheartening to think about the kind of upbringing your children are receiving, being raised by someone incapable of showing even a modicum of remorse or responsibility. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Please don't sue me. I can't pay you back right away. Please just be lenient with me and please explain everything to my husband. Tell him I'm not as bad as you said. Please, Rachel, I'm begging you. I'll do anything. Just don't ruin my life. Don't do this to me. I know that I need help, but don't make my situation worse than it is. I'm afraid I don't understand what you're asking, Lily. Why would I, a complete stranger to your personal affairs now, explain anything to your husband? What possible reason could I have to do that? You honestly believe I owe you that much? Do you believe I have any obligation to clean up your mess? No, Lily. You will face the consequences for your harassment and your deceit. You and your brother have chosen your paths, and now you must walk it. Liam was forced to pay for everything, and as a result, he lost the trust and respect of his colleagues at work. His professional life, once seemingly secure, has become deeply uncomfortable for him. It also seems that Lily's deceit and reckless behavior have come to light, and her husband is now supervising her closely, ensuring she takes responsibility for her actions and works to repay her debts. This entire ordeal, as painful as it was, became a crucial turning point for Rachel. It opened her eyes to the importance of valuing her own life, her own dreams, and her own well-being. It taught her the vital lesson of setting boundaries and recognizing manipulative behavior. While Liam and Lily's actions were truly despicable, Rachel can only hope that, in time, they come to understand the gravity of what they've done and the pain they've caused. For her, however, the chapter is closed, and I'm moving forward with a newfound sense of freedom and purpose. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.
Hey, Gigi! Are you still working from home? That's kinda lame, isn't it?
Hi, Emily. Wow, it's been a while. What exactly do you mean by lame?
Come on! You don't have any kids or anything, right? So why are you stuck at home all the time? If I were you, I'd go nuts! Don't you think it's time to actually rejoin society?
I'm not sure what you're confused about, but I am a part of society. Remote work is normal these days. It doesn't mean I'm not working or that I'm shut in.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Anyway, I assume you heard about my wedding, right?
If it's whatever, then why bring it up? But yes, I've heard. Congratulations.
Thanks! So, about Sam, my fiancé, he just got a job offer from a major company. Isn't that amazing? Only fitting for my future husband, right? And the best part, some of his new colleagues are even coming to the wedding!
That makes sense. He interned there, and I remember he did some contract work with them last year, too.
Wait, what? What are you talking about?
Nothing. Forget I said anything. Either way, congrats to both of you.
So, since it's a high-profile wedding now, we're aiming for a ceremony that reflects that, obviously, which means we kinda don't want people from the bottom rung showing up.
I'm sorry, what did you just say? Bottom rung?
Oh, no, don't get the wrong idea. It's not like I hate you or anything just because you're my brother-in-law's wife. I'm just saying, objectively, you kinda give off that vibe, you know?
Calling someone bottom rung isn't just a passing comment, Emily. If you're saying that to my face, you must really mean it. So tell me, why exactly do you think that way?
Honestly, you look so plain. Your clothes are always cheap looking. It's not like you own any designer stuff, right? You always show up looking like you just grabbed something off the clearance rack, and you expect to sit among executives at my wedding? Talk about awkward!
So, you're judging me based solely on what I wear, and using that as a reason to call me bottom tier? Emily, that's not just rude, it's petty and shallow.
Ugh, come on! I'm just being real! I have an image to maintain, okay? Do you know how embarrassing it would be to have someone show up in a wrinkled blouse while I'm surrounded by people in Gucci and Dior?
Are you planning a wedding or curating a runway show?
Whatever. Point is, you just don't fit the vibe we're going for, and I think you know that too.
You know what's ironic, Emily? For someone who just got her first foot in the door of a corporate world she doesn't even understand yet, you sure talk like you're royalty. Let me ask you something. Do you even know what I do?
You work on a laptop at home. Something with documents and meetings, right?
I run a consulting business. I've been managing accounts for startups and overseas clients for the past 7 years. Some of the executives you're bragging about, they know me by name because I've helped get funding for some of their departments.
Okay, sure. If that's what helps you sleep at night, still, appearances matter. No one cares what you say you do if you don't look the part.
I care more about substance than polish, but fine. If you want to keep playing this game of status and surface impressions, go ahead. Just know you're alienating people who've been nothing but polite to you.
Oh, please. I'm just being honest. It's not like I need you there anyway. Sam agreed with me, by the way.
That's interesting. Because the Sam I've known for years, the one who once worked under my team on a project, never struck me as someone who'd look down on people just for not wearing a logo on their chest.
You're lying. You never worked with Sam. He never mentioned you.
Of course he didn't. He was a junior contractor trying to find his footing. You really think he'd bring up how he got his first shot through his brother's wife?
You're bluffing.
Think what you want. I kept quiet because it was never about credit for me. But now that you've made it clear how little you respect me, I see no reason to spare your ego.
You're just bitter because you're not the one marrying into prestige.
No, I'm secure in the life I built with the partner I chose. I don't need to weaponize a wedding to feel powerful. But you're already acting like your marriage is a transaction, something to show off, not something to build on.
You're unbelievable!
You wanted me out of your wedding. Fine, I won't be attending, but let me give you a final piece of advice.
Don't need it.
You clearly do. If you keep measuring people's worth by how expensive their clothes are, you're going to find yourself surrounded by shallow smiles and empty compliments. And you'll wonder why no one truly has your back when you need them.
Save the lecture. I'm busy.
Enjoy your big day, Emily. You'll get the fancy photos and the polished speeches, but let's see how long it lasts once the glitter fades.
You okay? You've been quiet ever since you checked that message. Something happened?
Yeah, it's about Emily's wedding. She kind of told me not to come. Well, not directly, but you know how she is. Passive-aggressive, wrapped in glitter. She made it very clear she doesn't want me there.
Wait, what? She actually said that?
In her own little way, she said something about the wedding being high profile now with Sam's new job and all, then went on to say that she didn't want anyone from the bottom rung ruining the vibe. She practically called me an eyesore.
What the hell? That's completely out of line. Does she seriously think Sam got that job on his own? You're the reason he even got noticed in the first place. You vouched for him. You gave him his first proper opportunity.
I know. but I never told her. I doubt she even knows. I'm pretty sure both of them think it was all thanks to your connections, that you pulled some strings behind the scenes.
Well, I did mention your name when I asked for recommendations, but the real push came from your mentoring. You helped him get that internship. He wouldn't have even known how to structure his resume without your guidance.
Exactly, but I've always been in the background, and I didn't feel the need to brag. I never asked for credit, and since I barely interacted with Sam directly in the company, I doubt he ever really connected the dots.
Do you think he'll realize at the wedding?
Eventually, maybe. If not then, perhaps later down the line. But honestly, that's not even the point right now. The real issue is the way Emily talked to me, like I'm some embarrassing distant relative she wants to hide.
What the hell is wrong with her? Even if she doesn't know about your part in Sam's career, how can she speak to family like that? Especially to you. You've never done anything but be polite and distant like she clearly wanted.
She used to adore you, you know, back when she was a teenager. She looked up to you so much. When we got married, I think she felt like I took you away from her. She used to say little things, snide comments, digs. I thought she'd outgrown it. We hadn't talked much in recent years, and I assumed we'd just found a healthy distance.
I had no idea she was still holding on to all that. It's been, 6 years?
Yeah. I thought we'd finally settled into being civil, but apparently that was just wishful thinking on my part.
I'll talk to her.
No, don't. That might just make it worse. She'll think I came running to you to tattle or make her look bad.
But Gigi, she insulted you. She practically banned you from her own wedding. That's my sister, and she's completely out of line.
I know, but I also know how she is. If you say something, it'll become a whole dramatic mess. Right now, she's just being petty. Letting it slide might be the smarter move, for now at least.
Okay, but are you seriously going to skip the wedding?
That was my first instinct. Honestly, I was so humiliated and angry I wanted to block her right then and there.
But you can't skip it. You're part of the family. And what about Riley? Didn't she ask you to give the toast at the reception?
She did, and you're right. I can't just vanish and let someone like Emily make me feel small. That would only give her what she wants.
That's the Gigi I know.
I'll go. I'll hold my head high, wear whatever I damn well please, and be the professional, composed woman she clearly can't stand. I'm not giving her the satisfaction of thinking she got to me.
Good. And listen, if she says anything out of line at the wedding, you let me handle it.
I appreciate that, I really do. But you know how it is. When men get involved in these kinds of messy emotional fights between women, it tends to spiral out of control. It becomes about defending your wife and he said, she said. Let me try to handle it myself. If I can find a way to smooth things over, or at least neutralize her attitude, I'll do it.
All right, but the moment she crosses a line, you let me know. I won't stand by and let anyone disrespect you. Especially not someone who owes you more than she knows.
Thanks. Really, thank you. It means a lot to know you've got my back.
Always. And don't forget, no one shines brighter than you when you're just being yourself, designer dress or not.
Careful, you're starting to sound like my motivational speaker.
Just giving credit where it's due.
Hey, Hey, didn't I specifically tell you not to come to the wedding? God, you seriously showed up looking like that? You're an eyesore. If you had to come, couldn't you at least try to be invisible?
Invisible? What exactly do you mean by that? I didn't come here to cause problems or to stir things up. I only wanted to be respectful and maintain the peace between us. I really hoped you'd be mature enough to read the room as well.
Wow, you're the one who can't read the room. Do you even realize who's attending this wedding? My husband's bosses, future co-workers, they're all here. I don't need someone from the bottom of the social ladder hanging around. You should have just stood in a corner and pretended to be a stranger.
Understood.
And don't you dare speak to anyone. Actually, you know what? Just get divorced already. The faster you're out of this family, the better.
If that's really how you feel, then fine. I'll pretend we don't know each other, as you requested.
Hey, what the hell happened? What did you do?
Excuse me?
You know exactly what I'm talking about. The entire vibe was off. Everyone was cold, like I wasn't even there. My husband's coworkers barely looked at me. Even when I asked, no one would explain anything. And Peter just told me, ask Gigi. Then he left. Why is no one treating me like the bride? It was supposed to be my day.
I simply did what you asked. I played the role of a stranger, remember? Didn't even do the toast. You noticed that, didn't you?
Wait, that's why no one did the toast? The MC looked so awkward. Are you saying you deliberately sabotaged my wedding?
No sabotage at all. You told me to act like a stranger, so I did. But I suppose when the CEO pretends to be a stranger, it sends a signal, doesn't it?
CEO? Wait, what are you talking about?
I'm the CEO of Sam's company. The one he just got hired into.
What? That makes no sense! Sam only got the job thanks to Peter's connections. Why would you be involved?
Because Peter is my secretary.
What?
I met my husband at our company. Peter proved himself highly capable, so I promoted him, my right-hand man. Eventually, that relationship blossomed into a marriage. As for Sam, he interned with us during university. Later, when I learned he was becoming family, I offered him a full-time position. I thought it would be a nice gesture. That's why so many employees were here today. They assumed it was a company wedding, since the CEO's relative was getting married.
No, none of this makes any sense. Peter never told us that. Sam doesn't know either.
Sam may have seen my name on internal documents, but we've never met personally at work. It's possible he never connected the dots.
Still, why wouldn't Peter say anything? If you're his boss and his wife, why hide that?
Because we both knew how you felt about me.
What?
You never liked me. Even early on, you made passive-aggressive comments, tried to undermine me, acted cold. Peter and I both knew that if you found out I was the CEO and that Sam's job offer came from me, not him, you'd throw a fit. So, we decided to keep it quiet. I was going to give the toast tonight, formally introduce myself. But when you told me to disappear, we figured it was best to let you face the consequences of your own behavior.
So this was some trap? You set me up?
Don't twist it. You gave the order. You said I was beneath you, that I should stand in the corner, pretend not to exist. You even told me to get divorced. You dehumanized me, so I did exactly what you wanted.
This is so messed up. You ruined my wedding! I was humiliated in front of everyone!
You humiliated yourself. You insulted someone who not only welcomed you into the family, but quietly helped you behind the scenes. I kept your secrets. I let your cruelty slide for years. But today, you crossed a line, and now you're facing the fallout.
What secrets? I haven't done anything wrong!
You called me pathetic, cheap, bottom of the ladder. Then you told me to pretend I didn't exist. You demanded I divorce my husband just so you wouldn't be embarrassed. And now you're surprised the room felt cold? You reaped exactly what you sowed.
Ugh, this is unbelievable! Peter's going to hear about this. I'll tell him how you manipulated everything. He'll side with me. You'll see.
Go ahead. Peter already knows everything. And for the record, he said your behavior today was disgraceful.
No, Peter wouldn't say that. He's always on my side. He loves me. You must have turned him against me. You probably told him lies.
I didn't have to tell him anything. He watched it all unfold. Your attitude, your cruelty, it spoke for itself.
No, this is all wrong. I was the bride. It was supposed to be my day. You turned everyone against me.
They didn't need any help. When they saw how you treated me, they made their own judgments. You embarrassed your own family in front of your husband's future colleagues, and you think I'm the problem?
I can't believe this. This is so unfair. You've all been looking down on me, laughing at me behind my back.
Not laughing, just finally seeing you clearly.
You're horrible. I hate you. I never want to see your face again. We're done. You're nothing to me anymore.
You sure about that?
Absolutely. I never want to hear your name again. I'm cutting you out of my life forever.
Fine by me. Please don't contact me again. Good luck with your marriage. Oh, and congratulations.
Gigi, what the hell is going on?
Emily, didn't you cut ties with me just yesterday? I could have sworn you said you'd never contact me again. So what is it this time?
Sam's job offer. It got revoked? What the hell is that supposed to mean? He had the job. It was confirmed.
Oh, no, not revoked exactly. We've simply decided not to hire him as a full-time employee. He's still welcome to continue working as a temp, so technically nothing's changed, right?
Are you serious right now? He was supposed to become a permanent employee. This was supposed to be a huge step forward for us, financially, emotionally, everything. Why are you suddenly yanking that away?
Well, you're the one who told me you wanted to sever all ties, remember?
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with this.
Actually, it has everything to do with this. Permanent employment comes with a long-term commitment, years, potentially decades, of working at my company. That means staying connected to me, whether you like it or not. But you made it abundantly clear that you wanted no such connection.
That's not what I meant, and you know it! You're twisting my words!
Am I? You said you never wanted to see me again. I'm simply helping you honor that wish.
You can't just punish Sam for something I said. He has nothing to do with this. He was finally getting a stable position, a decent paycheck. We were starting to feel secure. How could you take that away like it's nothing?
Because it isn't nothing. It's a serious role in my company, and when I hire someone permanently, I expect transparency, integrity, and mutual respect. And since Sam is your husband, and you're the one who decided to burn every bridge between us, I have to consider the bigger picture.
Unbelievable! So now you're telling me this is my fault?
Isn't it? Let's talk facts, shall we? Peter told me something the other day. Sam came to him asking if his salary would increase once he went full-time. Seems normal, right?
Yeah, so what? That's a totally reasonable question.
Except the numbers he quoted were weird. He said he's been surviving on less than $1,000 a month. That after paying rent and commuting costs, he barely had money left to eat. That doesn't sound right for someone working as much overtime as he has.
Okay, I don't know what kind of game you're playing, but this is getting ridiculous. I don't have time for this. Just put him back on the full-time track.
Running away now? Emily, be honest. You've been taking Sam's paycheck, haven't you? skimming off the top, maybe even more than half, and telling him it's his whole salary?
Excuse me? Are you accusing me of stealing from my own husband? That's completely insane! How dare you!
You can shout all you want, but Peter and I already know. And you can yell at me all day, but the truth's out. Sam's checking his bank records right now. Peter sent him everything this morning.
Wait, no. No. You're saying that little comment you made during the wedding about me having skeletons in my closet? This was it? This is what you meant?
Bingo. I didn't bring it up earlier because I was still hoping you'd act with even a shred of decency. But then you mocked me at your wedding, ordered me to stand in the corner, and told me to divorce my husband. That was the last straw.
You're out of your mind! You think you can just waltz into my marriage and start stirring the pot? This is between Sam and me. It's none of your business.
It became my business the moment you made Sam part of my company. The only reason I even considered hiring him full-time was because he was marrying into my extended family. But since you disowned me yesterday, that no longer applies. And as for Sam finding out about the missing money, that wasn't me. That was Peter. As his older brother, he felt a responsibility to speak up.
Peter told him he had no right!
He had every right. He's watched you manipulate Sam for months, treat him like a paycheck instead of a partner. This wasn't about money. This was about control. You wanted to trap him, cut him off from the truth, so you could play the perfect housewife while secretly hoarding his wages.
Oh, spare me the lecture! You're acting like some saint, but you are just meddling where you don't belong! You're loving every second of this, aren't you?
I'm loving nothing. This is all incredibly sad. I didn't want it to end this way, but I warned you. You pushed me too far. You underestimated me, you insulted me, and worst of all, you humiliated your own husband.
God, this is unreal! You've completely destroyed my life! You're toxic! I'm done with you! Don't ever contact me again!
Oh, now you're really done? For real this time? Great! That works out perfectly for me too.
You think you've won, don't you? Well, joke's on you. Sam and I are still married, and we'll figure something out!
Are you sure about that? Because something tells me Sam might be rethinking that arrangement right about now.
No, he wouldn't.
I guess we'll see. He's a kind man, Emily, but even kind people have their limits.
You ruined everything!
You did that yourself. All I did was stop protecting you.
You're horrible!
Goodbye, Emily. And for what it's worth, congratulations on your wedding. Hope it was everything you dreamed of.
Sam checked and found that more than half of his salary had been disappearing every month. Turns out Emily had been pocketing it the whole time. I'm honestly so disappointed in her.
I actually know what she was using that money for.
Wait, what? What do you mean using it for something? What are you talking about?
Well, you know how I sometimes work at cafes when I want a change of pace, right?
Yeah?
I happened to see her, a few times actually. Emily going in and out of the slot parlors behind the station pretty regularly.
Emily? Gambling? Are you serious? You're saying she's been blowing Sam's money on Patch's slot or something? I had no idea.
I mean, I can't say for certain that all of it went there, but that's where I saw her. And you know how it is lately. There's been a rise in housewives getting addicted to those machines. It's not uncommon anymore.
God, that explains a lot. All this time I thought Sam was just tight with his spending, but he's been walking around with barely anything in his account. He thought it was just temporary because of the supposed delay in getting full-time status. but she's been taking his paychecks and gambling them away?
That's what it looks like.
Why didn't you tell me this earlier? If you'd said something, I could have told Sam everything today all at once. We had the chance to lay it all out, this whole twisted game she's been playing.
I know. I thought about it. But, in the end, I decided not to.
What? Why not?
Because I don't think it's our place anymore.
What's that supposed to mean?
I mean, look, we already stepped in and told him the most important part about the salary, about the deceit. That was Peter's responsibility as his brother, and that was already a huge deal. But when it comes to what she used that money for, or how their marriage is really going to move forward after this, that's between them now, not us.
Yeah, but...
Think about it. If it were you, if your partner had been hiding something that huge, and then your in-laws suddenly came in and dropped the bomb that your wife had been gambling your money away, wouldn't you just feel humiliated, angry, like your whole life was a joke?
Yeah, I guess you're right. If I'd known about this before today, I definitely would have told him everything without thinking twice. But hearing it from your own family, it'd cut even deeper.
Exactly. That's why I held back. Not because I wanted to protect Emily. Believe me, I don't owe her anything. But because Sam deserves to figure this out on his own terms, with dignity.
I respect that. You always know where to draw the line, even when I don't.
Thanks. Besides, if what we already revealed wasn't enough of a wake-up call for him, nothing will be. And if he does go digging on his own and finds the gambling or whatever else, at least he'll be the one to put the pieces together. That matters.
You're right. You're absolutely right. I guess now we just step back.
That's the best thing we can do. Let them handle their mess. We've done what we had to.
And Emily, you still don't want to have anything to do with her, do you?
No, I've made up my mind. I know she's your sister, and I hate that it's come to this, but I can't pretend anymore. I've seen too much, and honestly, I'm exhausted. I don't want someone like her anywhere near our lives anymore.
I understand, and I'm sorry. I really am. I wish I could say she wasn't like this. I wish I could say I didn't see it coming. But now that I look back, the signs were there, I just didn't want to admit it.
That's how it always is with family. We overlook things until it's too late.
Yeah, but this time I'm with you. She's crossed too many lines. I don't think there's any coming back from this. At least not anytime soon.
Then let's not force it. Let her deal with the consequences. If she learns something from it, fine. If she doesn't, that's her choice. But it won't be our problem anymore.
Exactly. I'm done giving her second chances. She's had enough.
So, from now on, we keep our distance. We live our lives. And if Sam ever needs us, really needs us, we'll be there. But not before.
That's fair. He's got a lot to figure out, and it won't be easy. But maybe this is what he needed. Maybe now he'll see her clearly for the first time.
Maybe. And maybe he'll finally realize he deserves better.
Sam found out. He was furious. So, yeah, I figured I should at least apologize to you too. He said he's looking for someone else to replace me anyway, so I'm out.
Good. That's exactly what he should do. And while we're at it, stop going to those nightclubs.
What? Wait, what did you just say? How do you know about that?
Relax. I haven't told Peter. I made up a convenient excuse when it came to where your money was going, told him it was probably just poor budgeting. You know, part of my job involves late-night dinners with clients, especially near those business districts. I saw you, not once, multiple times. Outside the same clubs, always dressed up, always alone, but never really alone.
You knew all this time?
Let's just say I had someone look into it. It wasn't hard. You're not exactly subtle. You've been frequenting that place for weeks, maybe months, and those girls you were hanging around with, they aren't just your friends. You weren't drinking casually. You were spending heavily. Giving money away to men who see you as nothing more than a desperate source of cash.
Stop, please. Please stop. I didn't know anyone saw me. I didn't think... No, I mean, I just didn't want anyone to know.
Well, I know. And for now, I've kept it between us. But let me make one thing very clear. If you ever try to worm your way back into our lives, if you so much as try to cling to Peter again, or lean on Sam with more lies, or come crying to us like we owe you a second chance, I will say something to everyone.
No, please, don't do that. Sam already hates me. Peter doesn't even return my calls. Even my parents, they've stopped defending me. If this gets out, if they find out where I've been, what I've really been doing, it's over for me. Please, I'm begging you.
Then stay out of our lives, completely. I'm not going to help you destroy the people I care about. You made your choices, Emily. You stole from your husband. You gambled away his trust, literally and figuratively. And now you want what? Sympathy? Redemption?
I just want to fix it. I know I messed up. I know I can't take it back. But if I could just start over.
Then start over without us. Be an adult. Get a job. Learn how to stand on your own 2 feet. Stop looking for someone to clean up after your messes. Because no one's coming to rescue you this time.
Okay, I get it. I really do. Just don't tell them, please. Don't ruin whatever tiny bit of dignity I have left.
If, and only if, you keep your word. If you stay away from Peter, if you stop using Sam. If I don't hear even a rumor of you coming back into our lives in some manipulative, pitiful way, then I'll keep this secret.
I swear I won't bother you again. I'll disappear. You'll never have to see me again, I promise. Just don't destroy me.
I don't need to destroy you, Emily. You're doing a good job of that all on your own. I'm just making sure you don't take anyone else down with you.
I understand. I really do.
Good. But don't mistake my silence for forgiveness. You hurt people. You betrayed people. That doesn't vanish just because you say sorry.
Yeah, I know.
Then that's it. Goodbye, Emily. I hope your job search goes well. You're going to need more than a resume to fix what you've broken. After everything that happened, my husband and I never saw Emily again. There haven't been any calls or messages between us either. It's been complete silence. But from what Peter's parents told us, it seems Emily's husband eventually managed to find work at a local company. And Emily herself started working part-time to make ends meet. They're somehow getting by, just barely, I'd imagine. The fact that we haven't heard anything from them since, I can't help but wonder if that final warning I gave them hit its mark. Maybe she finally realized that pushing people too far has consequences. To be honest, I don't hold out any desire to reconnect. We're still technically related through marriage, so I suppose there's always the possibility we'll run into each other at a family event someday. But if that day ever comes, I know one thing for sure. Emily will never again dare to act high and mighty with me. That part of our history is over. She crossed the line once, and she paid the price. It's strange, really. All those smug glances, passive-aggressive jabs, the entitlement, gone. Replaced by silence. And I think maybe, just maybe, she's finally realized something important. You can't go around treating others like garbage and expect the world to keep handing you chances. If she's learned that lesson, if she's learned to respect the people around her, even just a little, then maybe all of this wasn't for nothing. Maybe the stress, the tension, the confrontation. Maybe it had a purpose. Sometimes people need a wake-up call, and if standing up for myself gave her that, then I don't regret a thing. In the end, you really shouldn't pick the wrong person to make your enemy. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Regarding tomorrow, Martha, for the celebratory family introductions, let's have French food, shall we? I'll make all the arrangements for it. It will be a delightful meal for everyone. Oh, Brandy. Oh, that's incredibly kind of you. Truly, it should be us preparing everything. We should be hosting this momentous occasion, ensuring everything is perfect. It's quite all right, Martha. Please don't worry about it. You're elderly, and I'll make all the necessary reservations. Our homes are conveniently close, so it's no trouble at all for me to handle the details. It's the least I can do. Your thoughtfulness is deeply appreciated. We are truly grateful for your generosity and consideration. Brandy, what a performance that was! It was truly a spectacle of petty cruelty. I can't believe you actually made me think I'd be served French food. To go to such a significant introduction, a day meant for unity and goodwill, and have you deliberately not prepare French food for me alone? To deliberately exclude me in such a blatant, humiliating way. This is an act of malice I've only ever witnessed in melodramas. This is a first for me, in 69 years of life, to experience such a despicable, mean-spirited act from someone I was supposed to be joining as family. At my age, you'd think I'd seen it all, but no. Life still manages to surprise with its capacity for cruelty. By the way, I was just handed a boiled egg. Is this your idea of a meal? Martha, you didn't eat anything, did you? Such a shame. How truly sad. Here, for the poor pension-dependent old woman, who apparently couldn't manage to bring her own meal, a single boiled egg. It's simple, humble fare, but perhaps it will suffice. Do try not to choke. We wouldn't want any unfortunate incidents. Brandy, why would you do something like this? What possible justification could there be for such a deliberate and calculated insult? I understand I am not Clara's birth mother. That fact has been established and acknowledged countless times. However, I am still her mother in every sense that truly matters. I raised her, I loved her, and I continue to care for her deeply. I don't deserve this kind of treatment. I have committed no offense, no transgression that warrants such a public and personal affront. Oh, I know. I'm well aware of the details. There's no blood relation, is there? You keep bringing it up as if it's some profound secret. It's common knowledge. I believe your daughter was named Clara, correct? An adopted child brought into your family, not born into it. Brandy, my daughter Clara came to us through adoption. She is our precious daughter, cherished and loved as if she was born of our own flesh and blood. She is and always will be a vital, irreplaceable part of our family. What does that have to do with anything? How does that historical detail justify your abhorrent behavior today? It means that a grandchild born to a daughter with no blood relation to you makes you a stranger, doesn't it? It's quite simple. There's no shared lineage, no ancestral bond. Strangers cannot be trusted. They always betray you. My family, on the other hand, is bound by blood, by an unbreakable natural connection. Brandy, wait a moment, please. Please, just consider your words. Are you, by any chance, implying that our family relationship, forged through love and commitment, is somehow illegitimate? Are you actually stating that because there's no direct blood tie between me and my beloved grandson, Daniel, that we are nothing more than strangers? That our bond is meaningless? Yes, precisely. That's exactly what I'm saying. It's audacious for you to even claim the title of family. It's an act of presumption, an arrogant overstep of boundaries. You have no right to that claim. You're an outsider. Brandy, that's enough. Absolutely enough. I can tolerate insults directed at me. I've faced my fair share of rude people in my life, and I can endure personal attacks. But I will not permit this mockery and insult against my sacred relationship with Daniel and my late daughter Clara. They are my family, bonded by love and shared life, not just by genetics. You have no right to diminish or deny what we are. This is unforgivable. Wow, you're scary. You'll collapse from high blood pressure if you get that angry. Honestly, you should calm down. Strangers should leave. You don't belong here. This is a place for real family to deepen their bonds, for those connected by blood and tradition. Don't act like a victim when you're clearly in the wrong, when you're attempting to impose yourself where you don't belong. Besides, our family has a company. You should be grateful that a poor man like Daniel, your grandson, got to marry into our family to gain this connection to wealth and prestige. Consider yourself fortunate. I'll just call for my car to take me home. Poor people walk home. Pensioners like you don't contribute to society. You merely consume resources. So you should fend for yourselves and find your own way back.
Grandma, are you okay? What happened back there? I never in my wildest dreams thought Brandy would be so cruel, so utterly despicable. I'm so sorry you had to experience that.
Daniel, I'm sorry. I truly am. I should have endured it. I should have bitten my tongue and tolerated her insults, no matter how venomous. I ruined the introduction, didn't I? I allowed her to provoke me, and now this important event, meant to solidify your future, has been tainted.
Grandma, you did nothing wrong. Absolutely nothing. You stood up for yourself. For us. And besides, I just left that place. I couldn't just stand by while she said those unforgivable things to you, while she attacked our family's very foundation. It was an insult to both of us. No matter what anyone says, no matter what twisted definition of family they try to impose, you are my grandmother. You've always been there for me, always loved me unconditionally. I won't let them deny that bond. They have no right to diminish what we are to each other. Oh, right, Grandma, you haven't eaten anything, have you? You must be starving after that ordeal. I'll go buy your favorite blueberry muffins from the bakery on Willow Street. Let's find a quiet place and we can eat them together. My treat.
Well, thank you, Daniel. You truly are a good man. I'm so happy you grew up to be such a kind-hearted, empathetic person. Your compassion is a testament to the love you've been shown.
It's all thanks to you, Grandma. You raised me after Mom and Dad died in that terrible accident. You were there when no one else was. You picked me up when I was at my lowest. You taught me what real family means, what true love and dedication look like. Still, Brandy and her family are even more troublesome than I heard. Maya always spoke about her mother's strictness and obsession with family lineage, but I never imagined it would manifest in such an overtly hostile and ill-mannered way. They seem completely devoid of common sense, of basic human decency.
Well, that much was obvious. People with such warped perspectives are truly difficult to deal with. Maya always hinted at their extreme views on family, at their almost suffocating possessiveness. Of course, everyone has their own values, their own belief about what constitutes a family, but denying other forms of family, dismissing bonds of love and shared life simply because they lack a biological link is unforgivable. It's a narrow-minded and deeply hurtful perspective.
Yes, I agree completely. I can't let what they did to you go unpunished. You're like a parent to me, Grandma. You've been my unwavering pillar of support. I can't stand by while you're disrespected like this.
Daniel, your words alone make me happy. Knowing you feel that way is truly a blessing. But please, don't push yourself too hard. Don't let their ugliness consume you. It's not worth sacrificing your own peace of mind for their malice.
Oh, don't be silly, Grandma. Push myself. I'm angry too. How could I not be? My blood is boiling. I'm not gonna stay silent. This isn't just about me. It's about our family, about upholding the respect you deserve.
That's my grandson. You're right. You're absolutely right. I, too, am incensed. I can't stand by and let them get away with this. All right, Daniel, let's both do what we can, without overdoing it. We must be strategic, not reckless.
Agreed. That's the spirit. Let's make them regret denying our family. Let's show them the true strength of bonds forged by love and commitment, not just by genetics.
Martha, how is it that a poor pensioner, a woman who presumably lives on a meager state pension, arrived in a luxury car with a driver, no less? It makes no sense. It defies all logic. She's supposed to be a nobody, an insignificant old woman. Brandy, what do you mean, how? I am, after all, an advisor to a company, a rather substantial one, actually. I gave up my license early due to my age, as driving becomes increasingly difficult and dangerous in my senior years. So I found it prudent to hire a driver. It's simply a matter of practical convenience and safety. An advisor? An advisor to a company? Are you implying you also own a company? Are you actually trying to suggest you have some kind of significant financial standing? Yes, that's correct. I do. I believe your family has traditionally managed a company, haven't they? A long-standing enterprise, passed down through generations, if I recall correctly. Yes, and thanks to that, our small company has grown to the level of a medium-sized enterprise, a respectable business that has been a cornerstone of our family's prosperity for decades. We've built something substantial. I suppose yours is just a small, shabby company run by an old woman who probably has no real idea what she's doing. A mere hobby, no doubt. Brandy, it's quite impressive that you've managed to grow your company through years of dedicated effort. That speaks to a certain level of commitment and perseverance. My company, however, was inherited from my daughter and son-in-law, Clara and Thomas, after their tragic passing. So I didn't build it from scratch, unlike your family. Therefore, I truly admire that your family started a business from nothing and has continued to grow it through generations. That's a different kind of achievement. Huh? Wait a minute. Your daughter and son-in-law's company? How could a company be inherited by you, someone with no blood relation to the original founders? That makes absolutely no sense. It goes against all established norms of inheritance. Brandy, it's a deeply sad story. My beloved daughter, Clara, passed away during Daniel's birth, leaving behind a profound void. A few years later, my son-in-law, Thomas, Daniel's father, was diagnosed with a terminal illness. He knew his time was limited. He left a will, clearly and unambiguously bequeathing the company to me. It was his way of entrusting me with the care of his only son, Daniel, and with the legacy he had built. He wanted me to be Daniel's protector, his guardian, and the steward of their shared dream. Blood relation is not the only definition of family, Brandy. Not the only criterion for trust or responsibility. At least for us, for Daniel and me, we are family, bound by love, by shared grief, and by unwavering commitment, no matter what anyone else says or thinks. Thomas must have been so regretful, so heart-wrenchingly sad to leave this world. He lost his wife, Clara, and had to leave behind his young son, Daniel, and a newly established company, a dream he had poured his life into. So I felt it was my solemn duty, my moral obligation to protect and nurture what they had entrusted to me, to ensure their legacy endured. And by the way, you assumed my company was small, perhaps even insignificant, but in terms of scale, it's actually a large corporation with several successful branches. Don't underestimate me, Brandy. Your assumptions are woefully inaccurate. There's no way that's true. You're lying. Even if you did somehow inherit it, how could you possibly run a company without any business knowledge? Without a lifetime of experience in the industry? It's absurd. You must be completely inept. Brandy, I relied on the colleagues Thomas trusted implicitly, the people who were with him from the very beginning, who shared his vision. You're right, I have no innate business knowledge. I'm not a born entrepreneur. I wasn't even involved in the company initially. It was their domain. It made absolute sense to entrust the company's daily operations to those who helped establish it and worked hard alongside Thomas. They possessed the expertise and the loyalty. Unbelievable! Entrusting a company, a family legacy to a stranger, someone not bound by blood or family loyalty, that's an act of utter madness. Brandy, I knew I lacked the necessary skills for direct management. That was a clear, pragmatic assessment. However, by relying on others, on these so-called strangers, and accepting their expertise and help, the company has grown significantly. It has not just survived, but thrived. You, on the other hand, talk about family business, but it sounds like you only trust your own blood, your own narrow circle, and you never allowed outsiders to bring new perspectives or innovative ideas into your company. Isn't that precisely why there's such a vast difference in scale between our companies now? Because one embraced change and external talent while the other stifled it? Shut up, just shut up. We have history, a long, proud history. And if only we had enough capital, the company would have done well. It's all about the money. Daniel, Maya's grandmother. If she owned a company, she should have said so. We could have used her connections, even without blood ties to her adopted child. She's the founder's mother. That means you're the successor, right? Since we're going to be a family, you should support us. We're having trouble with funding right now, a serious capital crunch.
Hello, Brandy. That's quite a presumptuous request, isn't it? My marriage to Maya has nothing to do with the company.
My daughter is part of the company, so her husband naturally is too. It's only natural to support your own family, isn't it? To back those who are connected to you by blood and by business. This is how things are done.
Brandy, that's a rather peculiar line of reasoning. Frankly, it's insane. Why would I support you? You denied and insulted my cherished grandmother, the woman who practically raised me. You called her a stranger. You tried to humiliate her.
Grandmother? I've never met your grandmother. I don't know what you're talking about. What insult are you talking about, Daniel? I'm completely unaware.
Brandy, I see. So you genuinely deny any form of family outside of blood relations, do you? You truly believe that love, care, and commitment count for nothing if there's no genetic link? The person you so cruelly dismissed as a stranger yesterday is my grandmother. She is my family. She raised me. No matter what anyone says, no matter how much you try to redefine reality, she is my family. In a way, she's like a parent to me, a profound and loving influence in my life.
Wait, what are you talking about? Your parents are deceased, aren't they? I am aware of that. What are you implying about parent figures? What exactly are you trying to say?
You truly are impossible to reason with. This conversation is utterly pointless. Listen very carefully. The people you call strangers, the people you denigrate and try to cast out, are my family. My grandmother was old and frail, but she always made the effort to come to my school events and parent-teacher conferences. She'd apologize, saying, "I'm sorry for embarrassing you with my wrinkled old face," but she always said she wanted to see me grow up. She wanted to witness every milestone, to be a part of my life. She's completely different from you, completely. You wouldn't understand.
Of course she's different. I value family. My family, not strangers. If a stranger showed up at the school event, an outsider attempting to infiltrate my family's private life, I'd throw them out. I'd have them removed. Don't compare me to someone who pretends to be family when they're not. Don't you dare put me in the same category as that woman.
Brandy, you're right. My apologies. It was disrespectful of me to even make the comparison. My grandmother didn't cry in front of me even when my grandfather died. She always thought only of me, protecting me, cushioning me from grief. She's a strong, selfless, kind person. It was an insult to her to compare her to someone like you who thinks only of themselves.
What? Are you insulting me, your mother-in-law? You are being impertinent and disrespectful.
Brandy, I'm not insulting you. I'm merely stating a truth. I just think you're impossible to reason with, that's all. You operate on a completely different moral compass.
What a rude person. How can my daughter, my own flesh and blood, even consider marrying someone like this? She clearly has no taste. Well, it doesn't matter if you have money, if you're so successful. Hurry up and support us. Transfer the funds. That's all I want from you. That's the only value you bring to this arrangement.
I told you before, didn't I? I won't support you. Not after what you said and did. And now, as of this moment, you and I are strangers. Our connection, if there ever truly was one, is severed.
No, we're not strangers. We're getting married. My daughter and your money are still connected to me.
I'm breaking off the engagement with Maya. I will not marry into a family that disrespects mine. So there's no reason for me to support you, no familial obligation whatsoever. I came here today for introductions, to unify our families. But I can't accept someone as family who wouldn't accept my grandmother as family. It's a non-negotiable principle for me. So, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to discuss this with Maya now. I'll make sure she understands why this painful decision must be made.
Wait, don't you dare! If it's a discussion, I'll be there too. My daughter can't do anything on her own. She's still a child in many ways. She needs my guidance. Important discussions, especially ones concerning her future, must be handled by parents.
Brandy, this is a discussion about my and Maya's future. It is a private matter. Please do not interfere. You're not relevant to this conversation.
Daniel, I can't reach my daughter, Maya. She hasn't come home for days. She's not answering her phone. Has she gone to your place? Is she with you? If I can't reach her and I can't reach you either, I am going to call the police. I will report her missing.
Hello, Brandy. Yes, I'm in contact with Maya. She's quite all right.
Really? Oh, thank goodness. That's good. Then, can you tell her to contact me immediately? Please, she seems to be ignoring my texts and calls. She won't respond to anything.
Brandy, that's not possible. Maya has blocked you on every platform, every line of communication.
What? No, that can't be true. Blocked me? She would never. Oh, don't make such awful jokes, Daniel. This isn't funny.
Brandy, do you think it's a joke? Do you truly believe I would lie about something like this? Then check her room. Look for yourself. Her belongings are gone, every last one of them.
Daniel, her room is empty, completely empty. It's like she vanished. What in the world is going on? What does this mean?
Brandy, can't you see? Can you not grasp the obvious conclusion? She's left home, permanently, to cut ties with you, to be free.
Daniel, why would she do something like that? Why would my own daughter abandon me?
Brandy, Maya and I discussed it. We talked for a long time, deeply and honestly. I told her we couldn't get married if things continued as they were, with your control over her life. And then she told me herself she wanted to leave home and sever all ties with you. She couldn't bear it anymore. I've been consulting with Maya for a long time, for months, even years. She's been at her limit with your excessive possessiveness and control for as long as I've known her. Maya has been suffering in silence, Brandy, for a very, very long time.
Daniel, what? Possessiveness? Oh, don't be so dramatic. That's an absurd accusation. Of course, as a parent, I might have been a little overprotective, yes, but that's natural. It's a mother's instinct.
Brandy, overprotective? Is that truly what you call it? Are you referring to setting an adult woman's curfew at 6 p.m. and hitting her and locking her up if she's even a second late? Is that your definition of protection? Or are you referring to forcing her to transfer 90% of her salary to you, depriving her of any financial freedom, any autonomy, and preventing her from becoming independent? Is that what you call overprotective? We've been dating since college, Brandy, for years. The only reason our marriage was delayed is because she was struggling with the abnormality of her own family, with the constant suffocating fear of your reactions, your punishments. She couldn't break free. That's why she chose to cut ties with you. She chose freedom and her own future over your toxic control.
Daniel, my daughter would never betray me. Not my Maya. That's impossible. Family doesn't betray each other. They are bound by an unbreakable bond. You must have incited her. You filled her head with lies. Give me back my daughter. Bring her home.
Brandy, family doesn't betray each other only holds true if there's immense, unconditional love from parent to child. A deep, nurturing, self-sacrificing love. You didn't give her proper love, not in the way she needed it. You gave her control, not freedom. You gave her fear, not security. You gave her suffocation, not growth. That's why she felt betrayed, and that's why she finally acted. There's no blood relation in the world that can mend a relationship broken by a lack of genuine love and respect. Rather, Brandy, as a parent, shouldn't you be happy that your child is becoming independent? Forging her own path, building her own life? Since you can't even do that, since you cannot rejoice in her autonomy, your parent-child relationship is clearly broken. It was broken long before today.
Daniel, shut up. Just shut up. I don't want to hear it. Good for nothing. Get lost. I didn't ask for a lecture. Just let me talk to her. If we talk, if I can reason with her, she'll understand. She'll come back.
Brandy, talk? You mean threaten, don't you? You mean intimidate her, coerce her, manipulate her back into your control. I will never let you meet her. Not now, not ever. I will protect the woman I love. I will protect Maya from you, always. Grandma, thank you for looking after Maya. You've been a lifeline for her. It was good that she finally left her family's house, but she was quite unstable afterward, emotionally fragile from the shock of it all. Your calm presence has been invaluable.
It's all right, dear. It's only natural. It takes immense courage for a child to defy a parent, especially one as controlling as Brandy. The emotional toll is profound. Even if she doesn't consciously want to feel that way, instinct and years of conditioning can make her feel a deep sense of guilt and betrayal for leaving. In such times, it's best to settle down in a calm, safe place away from the source of her distress and allow herself to truly heal and process everything. If an old woman like me can be a good listener, a comforting presence, I'm happy to. I simply want to provide a sanctuary.
I'm truly grateful, Grandma. You've been her anchor. It's comforting just to have an older person listen to her, someone who understands the nuances of family dynamics and provides a non-judgmental space. How is Maya doing now? Is she regaining her strength? I'll buy anything she needs on my way home from work, anything at all. And you too, Grandma, don't hesitate to ask for anything you might need. Please consider it done.
Oh, you're so kind, Daniel. Your generosity knows no bounds.
It's only natural, Grandma. This is what family does for each other. Besides, I'm not her grandmother, so some things might be hard for her to talk about with me. Some of the deeper, more intimate feelings. But I think Maya might be able to confide in you, Grandma. She trusts you. She respects you. Oh, right. Since this whole incident, it's become clear that you own a company, right? The very large one with multiple branches. Maya sees you as a formidable company owner, a successful business leader, and she wants to discuss an important matter with you. When she's settled and feeling stronger, would you mind listening to her? She has some significant proposals.
Of course, my grandson's fiancée is like a grandchild to me. She's family now in every way that counts. If I can help, if there's anything within my power, I'll do anything. I'll make time for her. What is this? You want to make my company a subsidiary? How dare you make such a brazen, insulting proposal? You, an old woman who corrupted someone else's daughter, who stole my Maya from me, you have no right. Brandy, you're saying harsh things, but that's simply your perspective. This proposal came directly from your daughter, Maya. It was her idea, her initiative. Maya? My Maya would never. That's impossible. She wouldn't undermine me. Brandy, Maya handles the company's accounting, doesn't she? So she's intimately aware of the company's true financial situation. She's seen the numbers, the projections, the impending disaster. I understand your company's been in a severe slump for several years, Brandy. The financial reports I've seen are dire. Maya, unlike you, deeply cares for the employees, even those not related by blood. She recognizes their loyalty, their dedication, their families. She said if the company goes bankrupt, if it collapses under your mismanagement, the employees will be left stranded, jobless, without recourse. That's why she came to me, why she bowed her head and asked me to save the company, to save their livelihoods. She's truly admirable, Brandy. She has the makings of a true manager, a compassionate leader. As her grandmother, I felt compelled to act when she humbled herself like that, for the sake of those innocent employees. That's why I've made this proposal. It's a rescue, not a hostile takeover. Oh, don't be ridiculous, an outsider, someone with no blood connection to our legacy, interfering in my company's management? This is an insult. It's a blatant power grab. I am not taking help from strangers. I refuse. Brandy, you're quite quick to say that, considering you were persistently asking my grandson, Daniel, for financial support. That support, which you so eagerly sought, would have come directly from my company. It seems your aversion to stranger help is rather selective, wouldn't you say? It only applies when you're not the one in need. So you're saying this is about your petty pride, isn't it, Brandy? You don't like the idea of me, an outsider, being above you, being in a position of power over your family. That's all this is. And frankly, it's truly sad for the innocent employees who get caught up in such meaningless pride. Maya specifically asked me to protect the employees, to ensure their welfare, so I intend to do what is necessary to honor that request. My employees are my employees. They belong to me. You're not going to do anything to them. You will not interfere with my business. All my employees are suddenly moving to your company, every single one of them. What kind of fraud did you commit? What kind of unethical tactics did you use? Brandy, there was no fraud, no unethical tactics whatsoever. It was all thanks to Maya's integrity, her genuine concern for them, and your profound inability to lead. When Maya finally cut ties with you and the news of your rejection of the subsidiary proposal reached the employees, a rejection that would inevitably lead to their unemployment, it caused them great anxiety. They were facing ruin. So when Maya relayed that my company would accept them, that there was a safe harbor for their careers, all of your employees, every single one of them, decided to transfer. It was their choice based on sound judgment and a desire for stability. Unlike you, who only trusted your relatives, Maya truly cared for her employees. She valued their loyalty, and that's why they trusted her, not you. What? They all believed my daughter over me? Their own CEO? The woman who built this company? Brandy, that's right. That's exactly what happened. You, as a manager, didn't think about your employees. You only considered your immediate family's interests, your own profit, your own pride. This, Brandy, is the direct consequence. This is the bitter harvest of your short-sightedness and selfishness. Rest assured, we will take responsibility for your former employees here. They're now our employees, and we will care for them. How is any of this reassuring? How can I feel safe when my company is being stripped bare? My company is going to collapse. It is on the verge of ruin. People I hire quit after just a few days, and operations have completely stopped. I can't run the company anymore. It's impossible. Give me back my employees, please. My family and I worked so hard for this company. It's our legacy. I can't let it go under. I simply can't. Brandy, if people you hire quit after just a few days, that says a lot about you and your management, doesn't it? It reflects directly on your leadership style, or rather your lack thereof. Some of the employees we accepted from your company were even experiencing severe stress-related health issues due to your toxic work environment. A company that treats its employees as disposable, that works them to the bone without care or respect, should collapse quickly. It's a natural, inevitable consequence. What choice did I have? Anyone outside the family betrays you. They're all untrustworthy. Since there's no family connection, they all just quit without a second thought and run away irresponsibly. It's all their fault. Brandy, it's understandable that you can't trust strangers. Perhaps something in your past, some deep-seated trauma or insecurity, must have made you feel that way. However, humans are meant to support each other. We thrive in community, not isolation. We build and grow through collaboration. Blood ties or family names have nothing to do with it. It's about shared humanity and mutual respect. That's not true. That's absolutely not true. We've just been betrayed by our non-family employees, by the very strangers you claim we should trust. Brandy, the loneliness and ruin you feel now is not due to a lack of blood ties in your company. It is due to your own character, your profound lack of empathy and respect for others. Listen carefully. No one will be kind to someone who doesn't value them. No one will go above and beyond for a leader who sees them as disposable. Your current situation, Brandy, is simply the result of everything you've done to others, the callous way you've treated everyone around you. If you can't be kind to people, if you can't see them as anything more than tools for your own profit, then please try to manage with just your cherished family. That's all you have left. It's a mistake to rely on me or anyone outside your immediate circle, because you and I are strangers, and you've made it clear that you can't trust strangers. This conversation is over. Brandy's company spiraled further into decline, with virtually no staff and those she managed to hire quitting within days due to the toxic work environment and her increasingly erratic behavior. It became impossible to conduct any meaningful business. Despite taking out desperate loans in a futile attempt to keep it afloat, profitability never returned. The company, the very symbol of the family she so fiercely protected, eventually collapsed into bankruptcy. Brandy, who had stubbornly insisted that only blood relations could be trusted, ultimately lost the company her daughter and lineage had purportedly protected for generations. She was left with nothing but crippling debt. To compound her misery, the entire fiasco was laid squarely at her feet. The widespread knowledge of her malicious behavior towards Daniel and her own daughter Maya, coupled with the dramatic exodus of her employees, led to her becoming a pariah within her own extended family. She was summarily kicked out of the family business, now ruined, and her husband, having endured enough public humiliation and financial strain, filed for divorce. Brandy, who had so proudly proclaimed the supremacy of blood, was left utterly and completely alone, a literal stranger to herself and everyone else. She became quite literally a solitary figure in the world. Meanwhile, life for Daniel, Maya, and me flourished. I had the immense joy and privilege of witnessing my grandson Daniel's wedding, a beautiful ceremony held at a charming country estate. Watching the radiant couple surrounded by genuine well-wishers and becoming a true family in every sense of the word filled me with an overwhelming sense of happiness and peace. It was a stark contrast to the ugliness we had endured. I know rationally that my time left on this earth is not boundless. I am elderly, and I accept the natural course of life. However, I am determined to spend the remaining precious years of this life living fully, being a beacon of love and support for Daniel and Maya, and ensuring they know what true family means. I want to be a living testament to the enduring power of compassion and unconditional love. I want to live my remaining days in a way that allows me to finally join my beloved husband in happiness and contentment, knowing I have lived a life true to my principles and fulfilled my purpose. I can finally see the beautiful future that was always meant for my family. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.